on, YouTube? Yeah, man, I hate to do this, but I gotta do it. I gotta say my piece on this because, I felt a certain kind of way, about Shakur Stevenson crying and stuff like that, right? And what really got me upset is like somebody made a comment on my video about, my opinion about Shakur Stevenson beating I think it's Robisi Ramirez, the Cuban fighter and stuff like that. And pretty much this dude made a comment saying that you can tell Shakur Stevenson lost because how he carried himself, after the fight was over, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, he pretty much said he lost and all this other stuff. And being that the dude said something about how he carried himself, it just brought back, it just made me think of, the two videos I saw about, Mini Max, boxing and Dill Town had made about him crying, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't think nothing of it. Like I said, I saw the fight on the stream. Then I saw it live on my DVR, but after the fight was over, I stopped watching, you know what I'm saying? I know he was kind of teary-eyed and all the other stuff, right? So, man, I didn't think nothing of it, man. I didn't think nothing of it, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, when he left out the ring and everything like that, he pretty much, was, I guess, cried a little bit, but he had his, jersey over his head. You know how we seen guys, young guys, high school guys in collegiate basketball, majority of seniors, playing their last game or last football game. They cry a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Especially after losing, man, they cry a little bit. They know they pretty much, they basketball career or football career is over, you know what I'm saying? They don't have a chance to go on pro when it's over. So, they put their, their jersey over their heads and whatnot, or put their heads in their towels, or put the towel over their heads, and they cry a little bit, and one of the teammates pats them on the back and stuff like that. They chew on before you know it, they chewing on their jersey, maybe shed a little tear here and there. After that, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. They lost. And, they chewing on a towel and a jersey like it's a pacifier or something like that. That's no big deal. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, I had woke up. What was that, yesterday morning or something like that? I'm just now making this video yesterday morning. I turned on the TV and stuff like that, and it's still on the DVR recording, you know what I'm saying, of the fight, him and Ramirez. Like keep in mind, I never saw the interview and stuff like that, and saw all the extra post-fight stuff regarding him crying and stuff like that. So I saw the interview, and I was just wow, man, he was crying, doing the interview, whimpering and stuff like that. And I have to be honest, man, I felt embarrassed. I'm like, damn, man, are you serious? I was thinking he was going to get a whooping from his mama or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He got a, excuse my French, but he got an ass whooping coming when he get home. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking, man. I'm like, man, he got a whipping coming when he get home from his mama or his daddy or something like that. I was thinking man, somebody gonna have to call DCFS. You know what I'm saying? The Department of Child and Family Services. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know he's like a 19-year-old man, but I'm thinking he getting abused at home or something. You know what I'm saying? So, man, he was crying so much, man. They had Sugar Ray Leonard do a video, man. Sugar Ray Leonard did a video giving a shouts out to Shakur Stevenson. And it looked like Sugar Ray Leonard was about to cry. The man was crying so much, you know. And man, but anyway, man, you had Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, kind of sounding like Barack Obama, man. You know, like he wanted to cry, talking about, you know, he lost a few fights and, you know, some big ones. That's what he was saying. He's like, I lost some big fights. And I know he was about to tear up because, you know, that Roberto Duran movie coming out, if it ain't out already. And, you know, Roberto Duran, you know, beat him up, man. Took his O. So I know he got to relive that. So I know he want to get all teary-eyed and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Duran, you know, popped that cherry. You know, but anyway. Yeah, but anyway, man. Like I was saying, when I saw this in the interview this morning, I'm like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what the F, you know what I'm saying? What the hell is going on, man? You know, why is he crying like that? You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, there's video footage of him walking out the ring and like, you know, like he's whimpering, man, like he's really crying like a little baby and stuff like that, man. You know? And that's all over the world for the, you know, the world to see and stuff like that. Cuz he's not just representing you know, the USA, man. He's representing, you know, black people. You know, they already call him you know, people call him, you know, black people, you know, sissies and cowards and homos and stuff like that. And he's up there crying like that, man. I'm thinking like, man, where's this coach at? Where's this coach at? Where's his dad at? You know what I'm saying? Where they at? To like maybe throw a towel over his head or something like that, or grab him, you know, tell him to chill out, like yo, you know what I'm saying? Not now. You know, compose yourself. You know, get it together. You just cry later, you know what I'm saying, in your room or something like that. Don't be doing this out in public where everybody can see you and stuff like that. You know, some grown man should have grabbed him and like checked him, you know, real quick, like, hey, you know, we ain't having that. You know, encourage him or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you just signed a deal with Floyd Mayweather and stuff like that. You got a silver medal, man. You came a long way. You know, way more than like all these other kids. You probably had 100 or maybe like 300 kids that wanted to be in your spot. And you sitting here crying because you lost and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, chill out, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know, you couldn't have done that at my school, man. You know what I'm saying? I went to all boys school, man. You couldn't have done that at my school, man. You know, it was like, man, you would have been checked, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like a jab in the chest, like, yo, man up. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, man. Yeah, man. I served in Iraq and stuff like that. You know, I seen dudes cry, man. You know, in relations to, you know, Boston Beats and Rhymes, man. I listened to his video, man. I seen grown dudes cry, but nothing like that, man. I mean, I seen them cry like after they picking up their buddy's arms. Hell, you know, I even picked up dudes' teeth and threw a few, you know, put a few dudes in body bags and stuff like that. Myself, I wasn't crying like that, but dudes that was picking up their buddies and stuff like that, you know, they cry a little bit, but man, that dude was going like on and on, like, you know, talk about I don't like to lose and stuff like that, you know. So, man, anyway, man, I don't know why you cry like a baby, man. That was embarrassing. I know he's 19 years old and stuff like that. I know he's 19 and stuff like that. But at 18 years old in the United States of America, you are considered a grown man, especially a black man. I mean, look what happened to Trayvon Martin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look how they assassinated his character and stuff like that after he got shot. They treated him like a grown-ass man. Hell, in some countries, when you turn 14, you consider grown. You're old enough to make your own decisions. And some people's parents, they treat them like that too, like they grown folks. You know what I'm saying? Especially at the age of 14. I was like, well, man, he's able to make his own decisions now. He's 14 years old. He's a grown man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, man, dude. And I was thinking, like, man, where's Shannon Briggs? Where's Shannon Briggs, man? That's what I was thinking to myself. Where's Shannon Briggs? Grab him. Pat him on the head. Maybe console him a little bit. Maybe put him to sleep. Talk about champ. That's what I was thinking, like, champ. Or just was like, man, let's go, champ. Do that motivation. Let's go, champ. You got a lot to be proud of, man. You doing great things, champ. You just got signed with Floyd Mayweather, champ. Let's go, champ. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking to myself, man. But anyway, man. Shakur Stevenson, man. I think the nickname should be Shakur Big Baby Stevenson. Like that basketball player. It was like Big Baby Davis or whatever like that. You remember old boy was crying? It was like he was with the Boston Celtics in the playoff. I think it was Kevin Garnett or Paul Pierce was talking to him, and the dude started crying on the sidelines, which is cool, man. You free to cry whenever you want, man, but just don't expect everybody to ride out with it. You know what I'm saying? It was just a bad look. It was truly a bad look, and I was like, oh man. I was like, this ain't warranted, man. This whole crying thing, it's not warranted. And then he was like, man, he was balling, man. He was balling like he was like a little kid, Especially when he left the ring, and I saw pictures and stuff like that of the photographers and videographers, recording him and stuff like that. He's like walking with his hands all clenched and he's crying and everything like that. And then, I had talked to my mother about it. I told her about it and stuff like that. And you know what? She laughed, man. She laughed. She thought that was ridiculous. And I was like, man, I was like, if that was me, I know you would have been like pissed off if I was crying after a loss like that. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, yeah, I would have been mad. I would have checked you right fast. I was like, no, you can't get none of that. You ain't crying right now, especially not in front of everybody. You ain't crying, period. You know what I'm saying? You do that in private or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You're a man, you know what I'm saying? You're a little boy or nothing like that. Even if I was a little boy, she probably would have just checked me right then and there. But yeah, man, pretty much I explained to her, I was like, man, he said he was crying, talking about I don't like to lose, and that's why he was crying and all the other stuff. And pretty much she had made a statement talking about, I'm gonna play it, man, right after I get done speaking, man. I'm gonna play it. She's pretty much saying like, he was, my mom's a godly woman, whatever, pastor. But anyway, she was saying that he was like puffed up with pride and stuff like that. He was like really puffed up in pride. And it was funny, man, like Boxing Beats of Rhymes, I think he said that in his video, that he must have really thought, Shakur Stevenson must have really thought he was going to win that gold medal. You know what I'm saying? He must have really thought he was going to win that gold medal. And then you got to think about he signed with like Floyd Mayweather Promotions right before the fight and stuff like that. He must have thought it was like a given that he was going to be granted this gold medal. And then he was like, man, I should have done more. And I think he maybe he knows within himself that he was slacking off or something like that. That he was slacking off, that he know he could have done more, but he thought he was like the heir apparent right after signing that Floyd Mayweather deal. And I'm not blaming Floyd Mayweather, man. It's all on Shakur Stevenson, you know what I'm saying? You see, it came out of his mouth. He taking onus for that, which, I congratulate him on. for the loss, because that's a step in the right direction. But yeah, man, that crying and stuff like that. Who knows, man? You probably gonna lose your first pro debut. Hell, like Eric Molina and who else? Bernard Hopkins and stuff like that. You probably gonna lose your pro debut. Hell, Lomachenko. Hell, didn't he win more than this one gold medal? Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? If it was a Vasily Lomachenko, yeah, his first pro debut. You know what I'm saying? He thought he was cherry picking Orlando Salido, and look what happened to him. He got busted up. He was so confident. He was allowing Orlando Salido to come in overweight and all this other stuff. He was like, "I want to beat this dude," and he got taught a lesson. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, man, like Sugar Ray Leonard said, man, you got a whole future ahead of you and stuff like that. Stop all that crying and stuff like that. And now that I think about it, it was probably good that he took this L against Ramirez. It's probably good that he took this L because it's going to humble him, because he's supposed to be undefeated in international competition and all this other stuff. It's going to humble him. You know what I'm saying? I think that loss and the loss and the defeat is gonna it's pretty much like a check, like right at the door. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going pro. I believe he's going pro. I mean, he should. I don't think he should wait till he's like 23 to go pro, because you got Devin Haney, Erickson Lubin. They just went on and gone pro. You know what I'm saying? They're just getting it in right now. Building up all their pro experience and stuff like that, against various unknown fighters. Nobody of high caliber, but they sharpening their skills in the professional ranks, and that's what you should do right now. But hey, man, it ain't gonna be no easy ride, man, because the dudes before you were Golden Glove winners and stuff like that, and former Olympians and stuff like that. They trying to get it in too, So I don't know if he got the big head or whatever like that, but yeah, man, Shakur, big baby, Stevenson. Hopefully you learn from this. Hopefully that doesn't stick, man. But at the end of the day, I was thinking, man, it made for good television though. It made for good television, and he's already did some like videos and stuff like that promoting like the Olympic Games. Him and Clarissa Shields. Hopefully, maybe he gets some sponsors or something like that. Maybe they can make fun of this or something like that. He's young. He's a teen for now. But as far as in the future and stuff like that, as far as making promotion, maybe make a little gag out of this, have a little fun, be on Saturday Night Live or something like that, and get his face out there. You know what I'm saying? And just to put a positive spin on it, maybe they can do something like that. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I mean, that's what I would do if I was like his manager or the PR guy. I was like, man, we can like make a spoof out of this. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you already look bad. Let's make a little fun out of it. You can make a little, make fun of yourself. And he's a young guy. You know what I'm saying? He looks like a little kid, even though he's like turning 20. He looks like a little kid anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a little fun with this, and it'll get his name high. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? Especially with him being with Floyd Mayweather, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be on, PBC, sometime soon, and then maybe like Showtime, and maybe like a year and a half or so. You know what I'm saying? Showtime, the next generation and stuff like that. Excuse me, hold on. But anyway, man, I'm gonna end it right here, man. Thanks for listening. I don't think I went too hard on Shakur Stevenson. It's just that I was like, man, that's just a bad look, man. It's just a bad look at the end of the day. That crying that wasn't warranted, in my opinion. It was overboard, man. It's like it was too whiny. And to me, he did act like a baby, man. He cried like a baby, and to be 19 years old, crying like that, I could see like a 12-year-old boy, like 11-year-old or something like that. Um, a little kid in grammar school maybe crying like that, maybe a little bit. Even then, you gotta check a little dude like that. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Especially, hey, you know what? To be honest, man, my uncle, he's Haitian and stuff like that. Um, his grandson, little guy. I don't even think the guy's like 3 years old or whatever like that. He babied him a little bit, but after like a year old and stuff like that, he didn't pacify him, man. He was like, look, I taught you how to use the bathroom and stuff like that. He checks him when he try to do that little crying and stuff like that, and whining and stuff like that. He checks him quick, man. And he a little boy, you know what I'm saying? He think he was like, treat him with kid gloves, but he like nah, you know what I'm saying? Like you go into the bathroom yourself, like you ain't little no more. You know what I'm saying? He like 2, you know what I'm saying? Like go to the bathroom, cause he be crying like my little cousin, man. He be crying like he's scared to go to the bathroom by himself. But my uncle, he ain't playing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know what? I forgot one more thing, man. It's funny. I was listening to Dill Town's video, and he was talking about passion. Having passion and stuff like that. And a lot of guys were talking about passion. But like I'm saying, man, Shakur Stevenson, man, that wasn't passion, man. That was more like the passion of Christ. You know what I'm saying? That was more like the passion of Christ. You know what I'm saying? That was more like the passion of Christ, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it was funny because, like, after seeing, like, the passion of Christ, man, I was, like, in the movie theater, and I saw, like, a whole bunch of people crying. Man, I'm talking about they were whimpering, all sad. I was like, oh, Lord, are you, like, serious? I'm like, it's just a movie, but you had a lot of people crying, like, bawling out, man. So I don't think it was more or less the passion. It was more like the passion of Christ, man. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm gonna catch y'all later, alright? Bye.